Oops. Well, hi. How are ya? Hey, Jen. Hi, Jen. I'm doing all right. How are you? How are you, Jen? Can you hear me? I had started doing some videos, but I just got bored. So I said, let me just do another live stream. It's a little less boring. I've got time today. It's the first day I've had kind of some free time. I'm not working on my house, and so I'm glad you're better, Jen. I was looking at you, you know, to see where if you posted on Instagram, and I hadn't seen anything, so I figured you were just, you know, focused in on, you know, your responsibilities, which is okay. I understand. Been there. Been there for quite a while. Clear. So let me see, did I put the... Good. YouTube studio. content live. Alright, let me just copy this real quick. Copy and paste and pin. All right. Yeah, you needed to take care of yourself, and I'm glad you did, Jen. All right, let me set up here. Oh. Yeah, today is really the first day I've had to focus on trying to, you know, organize and rebuild with this new channel, since I still can't get in my Blue Hill Tarot channel. And so I've been doing quite a few, not quite a few, but I've been doing some videos on Patreon, and I've got a pretty good loyal bunch over there in regards to supporting and purchasing the videos that I make over there. But I really need to try to, you know, make time to spend on this platform because my animal responsibilities have gone through the roof. Yeah, and you're going to do well in that event. You're going to do well. I affirm your power, and you will do well. I think I've already seen that. If I told you that before, I still feel that energy of, you know, a productive outcome around that function, that new area that you're working very hard on. How is your partner, your husband? Everything good there? Anthony? Well, Jen, the only thing I can say about that is everyone starts somewhere. Now, depending on your bankroll and how financially much you've spent into something before you can, you know, get it off the ground and put it out to the public. You know, some people may have started with a bigger amount of backing, and, you know, and some people probably started just where you are. And so I would say to you, just put yourself in the position of, this is where I'm starting. You know, you're making the best effort with what you have to offer. You don't have a huge advertising budget or any, you know, necessarily major frills are not there, but you have a quality product and you have followed the protocols of what you're supposed to do, and you need to present that as being a startup. You know, that you're new and this is something that you're passionate about, and You're putting your heart and soul in it in regards to the ingredients and the things that you're putting out, and you're following the procedures as they are in regards to health and safety. And I would say be sure that you have samples for people to taste, and make sure that you present those in a very sanitary way with, you know, whatever that means. So that's just what it came to me to say, so I said it. Anyway, I hope I get some people in today. Right now, I'm in the mood to connect and do, you know, build on my platform here to do my thing, Jen, which is, you know, help animals. And so Mark is in his office resting, and I've got this time, so I hope we get some traffic in. So I just heard a question. How is your brother-in-law? I don't know why I heard that, but I definitely, it's not somebody that I'm necessarily interested energetically, but I did say what I heard. What? He's getting himself into something he shouldn't be doing. Yeah, well, you know the saying, live and learn. Live and learn, baby. That's a real. Free will is real. Yeah. Anyway, we've got a really, you know, I'm kind of getting a little high strung. I will get more wound up as we get closer and closer to this total lunar eclipse. The energy, I've been bombarded with energy since 2023. I've been dealing with Saturn and Neptune and all of the energies connecting around this planetary stuff, and it's really affecting me. I know you've seen a change in me over the years, Jen. I'm changing so much. And I don't mind. What does that say? Oh, well, yeah, that's going to be a big live and learn. Just hope that it doesn't, you know, affect him. That's in a more negative, in a more negative way. It feels like it will make him even more negative and more angry than he already is. But that's something he's going to have to figure out, or he's going to have a real issue with life in general. How's your weather, Jen? New England is getting bombarded with a blizzard. My daughter got 6 inches of snow and said they're expecting about a foot or so more. And you know, I haven't heard from Rosalina, but I always keep her in my circle. And you know, she's up in New York. And so I know she's dealing with the weather. I'm glad it's sunny. So I'm going to start some energy. If you do want some free cards here, I will gladly give you some. And if you go over to Hypsee and click on my link there, I will give you an additional free reading with a few more cards. So that's what I'm hoping to get going here. No, that's okay. I will give you some free cards if you want. Tell me what you want your focus to be, and I'll throw you some free cards. I don't know who it was. No telling, Jen, no telling. So many cats around here right now. Next 7 days, okay, let's look at that. All right, we want to connect with the energy for the next 7 days. Here we go. Clear, clear. We will throw you some free cards for the next 7 days. Jen love, Jen love, Jen love. Messages. Jen love, Jen love, Jen love. All right, Jen, here we go. Free cards. Jen love, Jen love, Jen love. Next 7 days. Next 7 days. Jen love, Jen love, Jen love. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the energy of manifesting and stress, but the Fool is here, so keep the stress in the positive because it is definitely connecting with the positive. Your anxiousness and your angst is going to be directed in the right direction around the positive circumstances upcoming professionally. Now I put some cards, 4 cards on this side around your professional life, your manifesting, the material things. And then I put 4 cards over on the other side around your love and personal relationships. So let's look at the energy of the professional side. This is the energy of the Ace of Wands. It's a really great card around professional success being within your grasp. The second card tells me that you have been preparing, the 10 of Wands. The third card is even better. It's the energy of the 7 of Coins. It's the energy of you tending to your responsibilities. Keep doing that. And the last card is absolutely wonderful. It is the best card around money and manifesting in the deck, as far as I'm concerned. Certainly in this deck, it is the Eight of Coins. It's about you having the potion. You have what it takes to succeed. It's an affirmation for you, Jen, to remind yourself, I have what it takes to succeed. I am setting things in place around this venture that I'm in general, whether it's this venture or anything else, you're setting things in place. But these two cards speak to you showing up. Don't forget to pat yourself on the back, showing up to do what needs to be done. And this card, you go from the Seven of Coins to the Eight of Coins, having the potion. I couldn't ask for better energy for you, Jen. Boom! Boom, baby! Now let's look at the energy around love. Wow, look at this, Jen. The energy of the Seven Rivers. This is the Ace of Cups, the energy of reciprocal love. Your love is not only going out, it's flowing back. The energy of the Seven Rivers speaks to reciprocal love. The energy of both people in this relationship, understanding the value and understanding they are working hard. This is a beautiful message. This is the energy of the Page of Swords. You're still figuring each other out, that's for sure. And this is the energy of your emotions. You're still a little bit... put out, probably for a reason. The energy of your emotions. I think that you are still a little hypersensitive around things going on in your relationship, but let's see. Put out. Put out. What's this about? Okay, not being where you want to be. All right, that's fine. Both of you are very dissatisfied about where you are. You'd rather be somewhere else together. I do feel like you're both, necessarily doing what you have to do around your living circumstances. Both of you are sort of towing the line around that. There's your father. So there's a fire sign. Is your grandfather a fire sign? Jen, is your grandfather a fire sign? Ooh. Or an earth sign? All right, so I do see the energy of what you just said here. Okay, so let me show you these cards, Jen. Like it or not, I'm going to show them to you. This is the energy of water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is the energy of things that are all out of whack, things that are cut off, mixed up, unhappy, tense words, arguing, not, making trouble. Here's the energy of your grandfather. And what is the next card? The energy of the Death card. And then the next card is the energy of you. So, okay, so both people are here, and they are, the meet in the middle is the Death card. Okay, we have the energy of your grandma, your grandpa, you, and the Death card is in the center. I do feel that this is a whole family dynamic things. Is there some reason that this grandfather was kicked out or left hospice? Is there some reason? Is it to do with behavior or words or actions? Is your father connected around this circumstance, talking to them? I thought you said he got put out of hospice. Okay, I'm not understanding. If your grandfather just got put into hospice, I would say that the death card is connecting to with where he's going. If your grandfather it got put out of hospice. Okay, so yeah, so your grandfather's in hospice now? Is that what you're telling me, Jen Love? Let me show you these cards again. The energy of your father. The energy of, this is, you can look at this card and see the energy of it. It's a mess. Things are tense. Things are cut off. Things are not lining up. Things are not, they're stressful. Then we have the energy of your grandmother, which is your father's mother. Then we have the energy of the death card. And then we have the energy of you and your grandfather. So what does that mean? That means that everybody's stressed out about your grandfather, obviously. Okay, so if he's in hospice, why? Because he's headed to the energy of crossing over. I think I've already told you that though. So anyway, there's nothing you can do about that, okay? Just you know, these things happen. You know, everybody leaves. We're none of us here forever, okay? I told you I believe he's leaving this year already. I think I told you that last year. I didn't tell you he was leaving last year. I told you he wasn't leaving last year. I told you he's leaving this year. And I do believe he is leaving this year. I mean, he's leaving his physical body. He's not leaving you. But I also told you that he will be leaving you something. I definitely hear that again. But I don't want you to think about that. That's not something to think about. No. Hello? Well, if he does call his other children, they don't really care about him. I just say that to you. This card is very strong. Okay? Anyway, we're back to what you're doing. Okay? So, you know, just remember that you have the Ace of Cups around your relationship, and if you have some ups and downs continually for the next year or two in your relationships, it doesn't mean anything terminal. Keep telling yourself that. You guys have got to learn to love each other in the same place, in the circumstances that you're living in, which are not optimal. Okay? Oh yeah, I definitely say that could be the fighting. There definitely could be some fighting. There will be fighting after he leaves from those children, and there will be tension and not nice energy while he's here. So yeah. Anyway, the good news is I see great things around your function. So I affirm your power to succeed. I know you're going to do everything that's necessary to have everything to the best of your ability, and you're going to be positive, and you're going to be pleasant and welcoming, and everything is going to be in order correctly. Well, that doesn't matter, Jen. If that happens, so be it. But you can expect a fight from them no matter what. It could be about that, absolutely. You know, money talks and bullshit walks. So people, when money's involved, You just never know what's going to happen. When the material steps in, people get real nasty real quick. So just you know, your father's not a dummy. Your father's a smart man, and he will get some help around whatever happens, and he'll be fine. So anyway, if you're here and I haven't talked to you, type the word free. If you'd like to get a free reading, type free with your birthday. And let's connect. Also, check out my Hypsee channel. Oh, yeah, I've been seeing his energy. I know, that's wonderful, Jen. I'm so happy you did that. I'm not surprised that you did it. I can't do anything else. I'll just wait and see if anybody wants to talk. If anybody would like a free reading or to connect with me, if you connect with me on Hypsee, you can get a free yes or no question right now. So if you click the link that's in the chat on the top, it's pinned, and you connect with me through Hypsee, it will offer you a free question to me, and I will do it right now. So appreciate it if you try it. I'm glad to see you, Jen. I hope that you can stick around, and I hope that we get some other people in the chat today that want to connect, and I hope everyone will check out my other channel. Hey, Jillian. Blue Hill Tarot is my other channel. There's 74,000 subscribers over there, I think. Maybe more. Maybe people are falling away. But anyway, I've been locked out of that channel because it was hacked. So I started this channel to stay connected. And also I became connected with Hypsee. And so Hypsee is now a big part of what I'm trying to grow for animals. Everything is about animal advocacy in regards to these platforms that I use here on YouTube. Thank you, Mustafa. I've been prepared for a while. I'm getting a little hypersensitive around the energy of the lunar eclipse, to tell you the truth, Jillian. Mustafa, would you like some free cards? Okay, great. So tell me your birthday, the month and the day you were born, and I will throw some free cards for you. And thank you everyone for sticking around and connecting in the chat. I would love to build up some energy in this channel. Yeah. Oh, this is a shirt that is rock, paper, scissors. You ever heard of rock, paper, scissors? It's a game, but these are cat paws. Rock, paper, scissors. April the 9th. Okay. Let me look here. Okay, the Queen of Diamonds. Oh, brilliant. Do you have a focus question, Mustafa, that you'd like to ask, or do you just want some free cards? You definitely should be feeling some energy fluxes around yourself, because you are a powerful Aries energy. Is that correct? The energy of the Aries is definitely connecting with what Jillian was mentioning, the Saturn conjunction with Neptune at 0 degrees in Aries. Boom, baby, boom. Some powerful energy for you, Mustafa, around things falling away. You know, you may be washing your hands of some things that you never dreamed you would be considering, but you are definitely going to be that fiery energy moving forward. And then with this total lunar eclipse, which is coming between the 2nd and the 3rd, I mean, I'm so wound up about that. This morning's meditation, I was bombarded with energy around that. You know, we won't have a total lunar eclipse again for a couple of years. This is going to be a big one. With everything else that's going on, I really feel the power. Planetary stuff is starting to really put some energy kiboshes on stuff around our blue planet. So my daughter died 3 years ago, and a crow comes by my house and stares at me in a terrifying way. I feel that my daughter's spirit comes to the house. I really feel it. I would say to you that no crow is going to stare at you in a terrifying way. I love crows. I have some crows that come to visit me from the Everglades. And when they come, I go out in the yard and I just revel in the connection energetically. They are definitely energies of things that are connected with portals spiritually. Just like the great heron is a connection to the portal. of, you know, different spirit realms. I do feel like it is certainly possible that your daughter could be sending messages. I would say to you that I would affirm the messages in the positive. Certainly not in a darkness around the crow. The crow is not a dark energy by any stretch of the imagination. They are always, as far as I'm concerned, harbingers of the light. When you say a presence, is it a, Loki, stop that. Is it a presence of something that you are familiar with? Or when you say a presence, is it just a presence of some energy that you are not familiar with? Because my house is filled with spirit energy. Energies that I am familiar with, and sometimes energies that I'm not familiar with. So I can tell the difference, and I believe you can too. I believe all of us can, okay? If you feel an energy around you that makes you uncomfortable, it's not something familiar to you. If you feel an energy around you where you're just, I feel energy, but it doesn't disturb me. And if it is disturbing you, remember that you have to understand the nature-nurture side of fear, because if you're afraid of something you may have learned to be afraid of that you shouldn't necessarily be afraid of. Now, everything I'm saying to you, Mustafa, you can take it or leave it. I'm not telling you how to walk your path, but I will say to you that there are energies right now that are showing up. For the last few years, there are energies of high and low vibration that have shown up around me. Absolutely. You just have to make sure that they are clear, that they're not welcome if they are energies that are of a lower vibration. Do you, can you tell me your daughter's birthday? I will throw some cards and ask the question if the energies that are showing up are connected spiritually with something that's crossed over, connected to your daughter. Yeah, I think the majority of us who connect or feel are connected enough consciously to understand that we feel something is around, but we're not sure what it is. Those energies are not low vibration or dark energies trying to do us any harm. They are just our consciousness connecting with them, which is a good thing about you, Mustafa. If you are letting your opening that window to let that esoteric energy connect around you, etherically and otherwise, and that's a positive thing for you, because we can all do it if we allow ourselves to. January 24th. That's your daughter's birthday, January the 24th. Sharon. Okay, let's see if we receive any messages about that. I'm going to pull some cards and tell you what I hear, okay? Sharon. What are the messages around this energy? Okay, so the energy of wow. So I'm picking up so the first thing I would like to know is if the mother of this child was an earth sign or a water sign. Too. I'm seeing that too. Mustafa, do you have more than 2 children? Does the mother of this child have more than 2 children? I just want to tell you that this child has already shown up in this in these cards, and this child reminisces about you and is definitely around you energetically. But not just you, other people around. This child is also around others. This child is showing up in position 7 for me in regards to the energy and remembering and reminiscing. The energy was not meant to be around for very long. I see 2. That's why I keep hearing 2. There's 2. You have 2 children, 2 daughters. Well, I do see a connection between both of these daughters to each other. In other words, whether your daughter that left is here or not, she will always be connected to your other daughter. I also see a strong connection between this child to the mother of this child. And if the mother of this child is a water sign or an earth sign, I would like to know if you know, because I do feel like there's a difficult path of healing around that mother. I do feel like it's there's an energy of becoming depressed around you or the mother or the whole family dynamic. I do not feel that this is something that the child, your beautiful, I don't feel like this is something that your child Sharon would want you to continue, because your child is the energy and destiny of the Three of Diamonds, and she came out immediately in the first layer of energy with the energy of reminiscing, remembering. So she came here with a lot and she left with a lot. That's what I hear. And I do feel like, you know, it was a path, a fated path. This is the Nine of Hearts, a lot of love around this, but nines are all about completions. So in regards to people, in regards to what I believe, and this is just me, and my soul's path and journey messages, I do believe that we do come here to fulfill lessons, and sometimes some of us come here and fulfill lessons and complete things. We choose our mothers and fathers, and we come here not only to learn things ourselves on our soul's path and journey, but also to help facilitate the change and growth around the people that we choose as our family. And so I believe there is a big lesson for you to remember this child, but remember in a positive way, to not let yourself or the family dynamic become too mired in that. Let yourself heal. The first card out is a card that speaks to healing, the Four of Spades with the Ace, which is the one, the energy of let yourself heal. This is the energy of the Father, the King of Hearts. And if you notice why I said the number two, because I see two cubs here that called to me, and I don't know whether this child left around some lunar cycle related to, oftentimes we will, and I just say this generically, because it's something that I've seen in the 35 plus years that I've been connecting spiritually, that the first quarter moon is a time when we will cross energetically with regards to if we are here and it's time for us to leave. So if your child did happen to leave in the first quarter moon energy, I wouldn't be surprised. But the message from me to you is that yes, your child is here with you and will always be with you. And the message at the center is to not let yourself connect with depression and negativity. You start with the energy of the Ace and you end with the energy of the Ace, the One. So you need to continue. That's what I have to say. I'm not going to go any further, but I just want you to affirm the power and the presence of your blessings. I have 7 siblings, Mustafa. 7 siblings. I am the youngest of those 7, and everybody, including my mother and father, everyone has left physically. But some left in worse ways than others, but I still talk to them, connect with them. They're still with me spiritually, and I trust and believe that they hear me, I hear them, and we are together. And I feel the same way around you and your daughter. Okay? it was nice to connect with the energy around you. I feel like you have a lot to offer in regards to I also want to tell you, Mustafa, to pay close attention to people that you deal with around health and people who you trust around health care, because you have an energy that says you will deal with people in circumstances where you have to be sure that you vet the energy that's taking care or giving you guidance around your health. And you also have a path of great business success, but you also worry. You worry a lot, and you have issues around worry. So, you know, that's a normal thing. We all worry. But remember, you're meant to be problem solving. You are not meant to be such a worrier. Okay? Oh, I don't know. Probably. Dreams are definitely spiritual guidance. Spirit comes through with dreams, absolutely. The thing is, you need to decipher the dream. Take the time to figure out what the message is. You know, it could be a message that you have to sort of decode, because we don't necessarily get absolutely clear messages from our dreams. We have to figure out what they are saying, and we can if we take the time. Loki, Joseph, stop. Thank you for connecting today, Mustafa. I enjoyed talking to you. I hope you will support all of my channels by liking and subscribing. And I know you're fine. There's nothing. There's no reason for anything but gratefulness around your energy. So I hope you connect with that. You're quite welcome. I'm glad to talk to you. All right, let's see what we can figure out here. Okay. Yes, I am on the live stream. Hey, Bob Stress! Mark just peeked out and gave me a growl. Hello, Loki. Boom. You know, Bob Stress, my wand, my selenite that I've had for so long, used to be very long, but my cats, just like cats do, they broke, you know, they will try their best to destroy everything you have just for the fun of it. And they broke my selenite. I'm going to have to get another wand. Oh, he's gone back into his hole. Loki, what are you doing? They do have so much fun doing it. They've been trying to break this selenite for years. I know that. But finally, little cow kitty succeeded sliding it off the table, pushing slowly until it got to the edge, and then boom, it went. What are you doing, Bob Stress? You having a good day? How about the weather? Is the weather okay up there? Over there? Wherever there? I don't even know where you are on the map. If I haven't been there, I don't know where it is. And I haven't been to where you are. Mark is always reminding me that I am impaired in geography. I am definitely impaired in geography. Now, if I've been there, I know where it is. But if I haven't, nah. Oh. Any more snow coming, or is that just on the east side? What are you doing, Loki? Whatever it is, I'm not sure I like it. Mr. Trouble. Oh, poked you in the eye. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My daughter's getting buried in snow again in New England. She told me last night she's been sick and she had to go to the doctor, and she told me last night she came home with her antibiotic for her flu, sinus infection, and she fell asleep, woke up, there was 6 inches more of snow, and then she said there's another foot coming. Well, I was hoping to, you know, get some business, drum up some business here for the channels, but I'm just not having a lot of success. All the quacks that have the tarot channels, somehow they just do well. I don't know what the secret is. Probably spending money on advertising. I don't know, but I don't have it, so I just don't get it. The red cards, yeah. I've got some red cards. Oh goodness, one of the cats is eating a cardboard box right now. Anyway, if you do come into the chat and say hello, it'd be great to connect. And I did some cards for Mustafa and Jen. Bob Stress, what's going on? Yeah. And eating the cardboard. Not really eating it, just biting it and spitting it out in a pile on the floor. That's what's happening right now. I buy so much cat food from Chewy, they send it to me in flats, you know. And so after I empty out the flat of 10s, I put the flat on the ground, the cardboard box, and then the first few days they just play in it and climb in and out. Then after that, they start to tear it apart. Oh, you're not feeling well? Is it something related to chronic or acute? Thank you, Mustafa. I need to take a nap. Been up for days. Yeah. And I really don't like it when she gets ill and she's so far away. She has to take her dog out for a walk 2 times a day, of course, at least 2 times a day, but in the wintertime, 2 times a day. And when she has a fever and there's 2 foot of snow on the ground and has to do it, I know it's no fun for her. But she does it. Yeah, you will. You will live and thrive. Oh, that's so wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that person understands my connection to her, because I definitely have one. And to her partner. No. 612. That's an interesting energy there. $6.12. $6.12. Anyway, well, I guess I will wrap this up again. It's not going anywhere fast. Bob Stress, get that laundry done. Oh, I've got my house pretty well all clean and pretty well spiffy, so if anybody does call about, you know, things going on here, I can be ready for that in no time. Hello, Loki. Hello. $6.12. What are you doing, Loki Joseph? Hi. Okay, well, I guess I'll say goodbye. You too, Mustafa. You have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. I'm glad to connect with you. I hope this particular channel will grow because it's not doing anything right now. I got bored doing readings, so I said I'd come on live, but now I guess I'll go back to that. Maybe I'll just take a nap. I'm tired. All right. Bob Stress, I'll be in touch. Get well. Get the laundry done. Take care, everyone. Bye, Mustafa.